Let's understand about the line charts in Power BI. So let's insert our line chart using the visual gallery. Inside that there is the option of line chart here. So we can insert the line chart, and when we go for line chart you can see that inside the add data there are multiple line items. So one is x-axis. Here we want to show our sales data week by week. So what we can do, we can show our total revenue, and we want to show the weeks on the x-axis. So using the calendar lookup table we can select the start of the week, and the data won't be shown here at the moment because we have not created any y-axis data. Inside the y-axis let's select our revenue data here, and once we do that you can see uh, the chart is showing here. Let me just make it a little bit smaller. Yes, now you can see that entire revenue of our entire period is showing on a week by week basis here. So before going further, let's format the chart a little bit. Now inside Power BI there is a special feature, just like I can say Microsoft Excel charts, wherein you can click on the element, and based upon that click on the element this blue line around the chart would be shown, which means that we can select any element and edit that. So if I select the line chart you can see that the line area has been showing here. If we select the here I can say heading, then heading area is showing here. So we can edit that based upon that. However, along with that there are multiple options as well. So let's go in sequence to see what we need to edit. So firstly, this is about size and style. So height and width looks good, there is no need to update. And the title right now looks revenue by start of week, so we can write it as revenue trend line. And heading 3 is quite good. The font which we are using in our charts is Sego UI, so I have selected that. Also we can keep it as bold, so this is a header which is showing as bold. And text color is quite good, there is no problem. Background color is good, there is no problem, this is right. And we want to show the alignment in the center of the chart, so we have aligned that. After that the subtitles are also here, so the subtitles are off, which is fine. Then divider is quite good, spacing is good. And then inside x-axis you can see this is asking for the range. So the range is quite good, which we want from 2022 January to July 2024. The data is inside this particular range, and inside y-axis as well that can be shown. After that, if we go to our grid lines, so these are the grid lines. So do we want to show the grid lines or not, then we can hide them. So at the moment I don't want to show the grid lines, so horizontal grid lines have been off. Vertical grid lines have also been showing off, now these have been off. Also we can create a zoom slider. If we do it on, you can see we can just slide it, and based upon that we can find the data inside any particular period and any particular month as well. So this zoom slider is quite helpful for us for the line charts. So let me just make it. However, we don't want the zoom slider for revenue in the y-axis, so we can just remove that and we can press the off option here. Once we do that, after inside the line options, what options do we have? So let's see that. So series is all series, and inside the series the line style is solid, which is quite good for it. We can also use a dash, dotted or custom, so solid is quite good. The join type is round, which is also good. The width is quite dark, so let's make it little bit lighter, so we make the width to 2 points. And then interpolation type is showing as linear, we can update and make the lines little bit smoother. So when we press smooth, so the lines have become little bit smooth. After that we can update the color of the line, so we are having a theme of black and blue, so let's make the line color as black here, as you can see. So these have been updated to black, and the transparency 0 is quite good. We don't want to have any shade at the moment, so the shade is not needed. Also we can add the data labels, so if we make this on, then the data labels would be shown a lot. But for the reason that certain data points are showing here and certain are not showing, this doesn't look that much good, so we remove that and we don't need that. And then series labels, quite good. Plot area, background, trend lines. Now inside this we can add a trend line as well. So basically trend line is like it shows the trending direction of your revenue. Now looking at our revenue, it can be seen that it's increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. So there is no directional trend, but still if we create a trend line, it will be just like a straight line. If any company is having the increasing trend in their revenue, then trend line would be showing an increasing trend. After that, there is a reference line, error bars we don't want to show, forecast we don't want to show at the moment, that's good. After that, there is an option inside properties and there is an option of tooltip. So you can see that whenever we are at any particular point, just now, right now on 13th of May, the revenue was $2,145. So this is known as tooltip. When we go on any particular area and based upon that area, the numbers keeps on updating. So if we go inside tooltip and there is an option of report page, then we can keep it to default, and inside that we want to have our text. So in what color do we want to have our text? So let's have the text label in, I can say, this is our theme color, right? So the text label we can have in I can say white, and the value color which we can have is in blue, which is our theme color right now. And then the background color at this moment we can select it as black. So once we do that, if we go to the tooltip, you can see this is more visually appealing, that the revenue and date and the total revenue number. However, this revenue number is looking a little faded, so let's make this bold. So let's go and let's make it bold. Once we do that, you can see revenue is also showing as bold number. So this is quite good, and using this trend line, it will be helpful for us to define exactly what our revenue is trending towards. Similar to the revenue trend line, we can copy it for our customer dashboard as well. And inside our customer dashboard, if we paste it and we want to see the customer base based upon these things, so let's click on the add to data and build your visual here, and this will also be based upon weeks. And instead of revenue, we want to show our other measures here, and here we want to show our quantity sold. So we select the quantity sold, and here you can see the quantity sold is being selected and showing the data. Now when we do this thing, you can see that our formatting is still active except the line. So let's do and update the line here, line color. So here we come, and here inside the lines, let's change the color to black, and now the line color has also been updated. And instead of revenue trend line, let's update its name to be quantity sold. Quantity sold trend line. And when we press enter, this is showing our trend line with respect to our customers quantity sold. And we can increase the size of this chart, and let's make it having a little bit space here, so when we press on that line item, it can be done. So I hope you understood about how these line charts are created inside Power BI, and thank you so much for watching.